Okay, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Uh, Thank you for inviting me here, especially to Dr. Upendra Tripathi. And thank you for the introduction and this coincidence about the First World War, in which Germany was involved, of course, and that at that time BHU was created. So that shows even in difficult times, there's always hope. And now again, we live in very difficult times. Okay, there are some wars somewhere, but that is not the main problem nowadays. Nowadays, a big problem is everybody talks about climate change. Earlier they talked about global warming, but it's much more than that. It is an overall pollution of our planet. Overall pollution means all the elements of nature are polluted. Atmosphere, soil, water, ether, everything is polluted. So now, what can we do? And this pollution takes a big toll. World Health Organization has said that in our times, in moderate polluted countries, 10% of all deaths are related to pollution. But in countries like India, it is more than 20–25%. That means every fifth person or even every fourth person dying has to do with pollution. So what can we do against it? That's a big challenge. And in case of such a big challenge, we have to go back to traditional knowledge and look into that. We have to look especially into Vedic knowledge. And of course here you are all learned people. You know much more about Vedas than I do. So I want to concentrate on one thing. It has to be practical. We have to make use of Vedic knowledge, not just know it, but we have to make use of Vedic knowledge. And in this situation of overall pollution, what is the most important thing? Have a tool to reduce, to undo the pollution. And the basic tool for that, as given in the Vedas, is Agnihotra. Agnihotra is a simple fire you perform at sunrise, sunset. And you all know there are many more yajnas, homas, which are based on the Vedas. We know this also. But the basic thing is always Agnihotra. And then you can, that is like the foundation of Homa therapy, of yajna therapy. And then on top of that, you can have other fires also to complete the structure. So the basic thing is Agnihotra, which you perform at sunrise, sunset, and it's a very simple procedure. It can be done in, it only takes 5–10 minutes in the morning, 5–10 minutes in the evening. The only thing is, it needs a little bit of a discipline, because you have to get up before sunrise. And you can't bleed with the sun, okay, I'm a little bit tired, can we have it half an hour later? That will not work. We have to do it at exact time. But also that helps us to get back into harmony with this basic biorhythm of nature. Because sunrise, sunset, all nature, all plants, all animals, they go according to this basic biorhythm. We humans, we have the electric light, so many people do not even know when the sun rises, when the sun sets. Because when it's getting a little bit darker, they switch on the light, or they have the light on anyway. So that is a basic tool. But now, and it's from Vedic knowledge, but we do not take Vedic knowledge as granted. We say, okay, we take that as a hypothesis, and we try to validate in terms of modern science. And that is exactly what we are doing. This is why I'm going to so many conferences, to try to get scientists, modern scientists, interested to do experiments, to research on that subject and find out. For example, it is said that Agnihotra purifies the atmosphere. So how to test that hypothesis? Let's look at atmospheric pollution is biological, bacteria, viruses, and so on. It is chemical, for example, SOx, NOx, and it's physical, particulate matter. So we set up experiments to test these hypotheses and found out, yes, for example, biological, very easy. You take a petri dish, open before Agnihotra, open for 10 minutes, then send for incubation. And then you perform Agnihotra, do the same thing, 10 minutes open, then close, send for incubation, and then you see there's a big, big difference. You know, before Agnihotra, a lot of bacteria, after Agnihotra, very less. And same thing we do with chemical pollution, physical pollution. Physical pollution is mainly particulate matter. Particulate matter is a big thing, especially if you live in major cities like Delhi. Every year, again in winter, you hear the news, Delhi, most polluted city in the world. And if you're there, you feel it. I mean, if I'm in Delhi, I get sick after a few days because it's so bad. Yeah. You can't see the sun for several days. And it is this particulate matter. We have done experiments in different universities, also at NIRI, and you perform Agnihotra and particulate matter gets down, gets reduced. So that is the help. And that is something which every person easily can do itself. I mean, politicians talk about solutions for this air pollution. Okay, but they have talked 10 years ago also because the problem was there. And it takes long time till something happens. So with this Agnihotra, at least you have one possibility to reduce in your house air pollution to some extent, to have a healthier environment and a better life. There's one more thing, and that is thought pollution. And you're talking about peace. You know, peace starts within. It doesn't start, outside. It starts within. If we are peaceful, then, we wouldn't go for war. And what happens? We know that prana, life energy, and mind are directly connected like two sides of the same coin. Mean if prana flows harmoniously, then the mind is getting harmonized and at ease. On the other side, if the mind is full of tension, also the flow of prana is a little bit stopped. Now the good thing is the flow of prana is controlled by the atmosphere, and with Agnihotra you purify the atmosphere, means prana flows harmoniously. Immediately you have an effect on the mind, and this is what we've seen in different experiments. Stress goes down, anxiety goes down, people are more happy, people are more relaxed. So it is time now for the Vedas to become practical, and Vedas actually give us a blueprint for a happy life, to create harmony on this planet again. And I think it's a time now, we have to go back to a Vedic lifestyle. And the basic tool of a basic Vedic lifestyle is performing of Agnihotra, morning, evening. It should be a normal routine of the day, like getting up, you brush your teeth, you take a shower. Like that, it is a normal routine, you perform Agnihotra. I started 45 years ago, and since then, it's not even some effort, it is just natural. I perform Agnihotra, morning, evening, wherever I am. So it is very thing. And that should become a normal lifestyle for all people. So in every household, it should be performed. And then this will lead to peace, prosperity for all people, and also create harmony with nature. And then, this question of wars will not happen again. And we have to go to that situation, and the time is now. Thank you.